Welcome, everybody, to episode 3 of the Between the Textbooks podcast. I'm your host, Chris. I'm here with
Kyle Wu.
And we actually have special guests here today, our friends Areana and Bridget. So welcome, joining us. But before we get started with they have a special topic for us. They're trying to bring a little bit of the female perspective into the guys' podcast here, so that's exciting. But before we get started, what are we playing today, Kyle?
We're playing Dead Space, the very original first one.
Yes, which you haven't played.
I have not played. I played the third one. I haven't played the first or the second one.
Which is interesting because the third one is pretty unanimously considered the worst one.
Which I'm excited to play this one now.
Yeah, because this one's actually like survival horror at its best. Good single-player campaign that's creepy. Dead Space 3, I think, was a little more action-y, it had co-op. They kind of do crazy stuff with it.
Yeah.
And took a little bit of the fear out of it, I think. This game's pretty wild. It's pretty brutal. It's definitely scary. If you're not scared by it, then I think you're heartless. So, very excited to watch you play the beginning of this here. I've played this game and I loved it. So, super excited for Dead Space. But what we're really excited about for this episode is your guys' podcast topic. So, what are you guys talking about today? What are we bringing to the table?
So, we are talking about boys and gyms and the little annoying things that men do when they're at the gym that we've noticed while we are there.
What the hell was
Okay.
that? Automatic quarantine must have tripped.
So, one of the things that we notice, because Bridget and I are at the gym
Did you
together,
hear that?
and the first thing is when a man walks into the gym, their immediate thing is to look to the right. Well, in our gym at the Arc, the mirror is on the right. They look to the right and fix their hair. And
Model status.
yeah, and they just act like they look good. They're good looking, and I mean, not a bad thing. Some of you guys, yeah, good looking.
You gotta run, Kyle.
I don't know how to run this run.
You gotta run.
I'm so slow.
Dude, you're gonna get eaten. They're
I
on
don't know
you
what
right
the
now.
button is.
They're
Is it the
on
right
you.
trigger?
Push this. Hold A. Push the 6 in.
Get the hell out of there!
Oh my gosh, run, you fatty.
Wait, is something broken?
Oh, it's left bumper.
Left bumper, there it is. Oh, you gotta get out of there, dude. You're gonna die. Dude, you did not fix your hair. There you go. A, get through there. And shut it. Yeah, shut it.
Oh, that's so scary.
Ooh.
Anyways.
Should have looked right in the mirror when you walked in, dude. You would have seen the guy. Okay. Anyways.
Anywho. Yeah, so guys, when you go into the gym, don't look in the mirror. It just looks like you're cocky and
What?
yeah.
But-
yes.
But like, you kind of like have to check your form and stuff.
No. She's talking about they're literally just walking through the entrance, like no machines, not started their workout yet. They're just walking in from the hallway, and they gotta fix their hair.
And they
And
do
look
that.
to the right, where the girls usually are.
Are you making a sexist stereotype right now, Bridget? That girls
Yes,
are
I
only
am.
on the treadments and the ellipticals?
No.
They're not over by the free weights?
That is true.
Pretty insensitive thing to say, Bridget. Anyways.
It's intimidating over there.
By the free weights?
Uh-huh.
But, so, isn't what they're doing working, though? Because you notice, and you think they're good looking. They probably are good looking.
But what we're noticing is that it's cocky. Like, it's not, oh, they're so cool.
Yeah.
It's, like, what are they doing?
And sure, there are those moments where you're like, you're
You
good
can do that.
looking. Yeah, you can do that. Most times, though, you end up just thinking like, don't do that. It just ruined my image of you.
So what is the difference? What are the times when you're like, and what are the times when you're like, don't do that? What's the difference?
I don't think I could answer that, but I would say, like, most of the times it's just don't do that, even if it is, like, you are attractive. Just because by you doing that, it just shows that you know that you're good looking, and sometimes that just doesn't rub off in the right way.
But don't a lot of girls like that, though? Don't a lot of girls like the confidence and the cockiness?
Maybe. I
the gym isn't really the place for that. Like, you're there to work out.
Oh gosh.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, but see, I feel like the culture at colleges, and which in UC Davis, I feel like is a pretty non-bro-y, non-like athletic college that's primarily focused on studies, and even it runs rampant in the gym, or the ARC as we call it here, the Activities and Recreation Center. But like, it is a social atmosphere, and it is like a social part of the day, and it's not for a lot of people just a workout time, and especially for a lot of girls that you see are literally just on their phone the entire time. Like, they might do a set on the leg squeezy thing, and they're texting the whole time, and then 10 minutes later after they're done talking with their friend, they'll do another set on the other leg squeezy thing, and then they move
Like
on.
squeezy thing.
I mean, like, what does that do? Like, seriously, these guys where you're just doing this thing?
Okay, those
like,
actually
what the heck
those
is that
help
for?
out. They help your thighs, your inner thighs. Anywho,
I
moving
doubt
on.
it.
Another thing that we've noticed are hats.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I don't understand why you
Why-
have a hat in the gym.
Why would you wear a baseball cap?
Let alone the beanies, which are so stupid.
He's just trying to get a good sweat on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so gross though.
Well, I mean, it's like, is it any different or worse than when the wrestlers wear sweatshirts into the gym?
I would say it's worse because it's. I mean, what purpose is the hat doing?
It's making you sweat more.
Your hair
Okay, but-
sweat. The sweatshirt is to make your belly and your arms sweat.
Like they
I
wear
mean, the where you sweat has nothing to do with like how your fat is burned.
the beanies, when they wear the beanies, they're always wearing tank tops at the same time.
Okay, then yeah, that's
That's
yeah,
not
that's
necessary.
definitely not a thing then.
Going into that, t-shirts. Okay, so I'm sure many of you guys seen it. The shirts where people cut them out themselves, and they cut off basically
Yeah,
the
the sleeves. Yeah.
They're not that good looking, and also if you're cutting them yourselves, watch how
Thin.
how thin you cut it.
What do you mean thin?
There are some where it's maybe an inch of material on the back. Just
It looks like a
strip.
feminine shirt.
Well, it's just to show off the shredded shoulder
Yeah,
blades.
it just
Yeah.
looks really
It
weird.
goes back to the hair flip.
Goes back to the hair flip. So Bridget, you don't like a man who shows off in the gym.
No.
You like a guy who's in sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and he's in the corner with the you can do it like machines, not the free weights, and just being really modest. Deep down he's shredded, but you'd never know. And he also doesn't have a hair flip. He's got a high and tight. That's your kind of guy in the gym, Bridget?
Sure.
No, I don't think we're trying to say that. I think what we're trying to say is just that sometimes it just doesn't fit the body type that
Yeah, that's true.
that people like.
Are you saying so it's only okay when shredded guys have it and when non
Pretty much.
in shape guy? Yeah, thank you,
That
Bridget, for
sounds
being
rude.
honest.
But
Thank you for being honest. Ooh, this is a good room if I remember right. You're gonna have fun in there.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'm gonna go check over here.
But that's nothing. Only things with lights on them are you can open or break. You gotta
Oh,
stomp. You gotta stomp.
Where's Tom?
Stomp. Do the other trick. There it
There
is.
we go.
Yeah, you
There
gotta
we
stomp.
go.
You got a lot of ammo right now. I wonder why. Oh yeah, he's definitely not dead. So if you're shredded, you can do whatever you want. If you're super
No,
attractive, you can do whatever
no,
you
no,
want.
no.
But if you're average Joes like Kyle and I, we can't. We have to wear normal T-shirts,
Yeah.
no hair flip.
Of course.
Is that what you're saying?
No,
That's what I'm getting.
that's not what we're trying to say. It's just that goes with shredded people. If you wear it like one of those shirts and you have muscle, it's all about like showing that off. And okay, I think what bothers us most is just when guys do that. When guys try to show off everything that they quote unquote have, and it's just if you think it's cool, most girls, I would say, probably think it's not. We just think you guys are kind of cocky for doing a thing like that.
Okay, so now I'm going to bring up this point, though. I don't think this is a guy-exclusive problem. I'd say girls are probably even worse in the gym with their just sports bras and ultra-tiny, tight spandex shorts.
I would totally agree with that.
What's the problem with that?
There are just some girls who wear, like,
No
go
clothes.
Yeah, they're basically...
And who go to the gym just to show off the clothes they have, not actually to work out in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with guys, though.
Yeah, so, like, aren't those two types of people just destined for each other in the arc? Isn't it the perfect place for them?
Maybe that's why they all just go there.
Yeah?
I think it all just goes to show how the gym can be one of the places where people are the most insecure. Guys and girls.
The gym is, you think?
Yeah.
But, wait, because if you were super insecure, why would you go to the gym where there's just massive, better-looking dudes everywhere?
Okay.
You can become like them.
Well, I mean, but then you wouldn't you want to go when it's, like, not crowded or, like, work out on your own time instead of being this, like, just overshadowed by everyone else there?
I don't know. Bridget and I were saying earlier that we think that it's a place where guys are most vulnerable to judgment of other guys.
Oh.
Would you agree?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, it is dark.
Because, you know, all the guys there are just trying to lift a lot, you know, or the ones that are not trying to lift a lot and are actually, like, there for a good workout and are, like, focused on that and don't care about the other stuff are usually pretty jacked because they're pretty focused on getting strong and building muscle and not just showing off, and that leads to good results.
Scary
Yeah, dude, it's dark. This game doesn't mess around. You need to have a go and have fun with this one room that I mistaken earlier.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's light again. That's
Yeah, it's not going to help though. And but every guy is just trying to lift a lot, and you're looking at every other guy, and you're comparing yourself to what they're lifting.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you're not doing that with a girl, because the girl, you're either like, oh, I just got to lift a lot in front of the girl, or dang, she's hot. You're not like, oh, I'm lifting more than her, or shoot, she's lifting more than me. Because like 99 times out of 100, the guy is going to lift more than the girl. And so you're just judging other guys, and you're comparing yourself with other guys, which is unfortunate for those that aren't very strong and putting up a lot of weight. I have mad respect for those people in the gym that are tiny and like not very strong, and they're like working hard, and they're in there in the midst of everything. I'm just like, dang, you got a lot of motivation, you got drive.
Even
Keep
girls who like do
Yeah.
the big weightlifting.
Who venture to the other side of the gym.
No, see, I'm talking about the out of shape people going into the gym,
Got it.
or not out of shape, but not yoked,
Yeah.
not frat boy all-star cannons.
Is this the scary room that you're talking about?
Let me see. What do we got here?
The team repair room.
Tram repair.
Tram repair.
So that's reading. This is not. This is a good room. This is a good room, but this is not as bad as the other room. Anyways, those are always have a little power node in it that you can
like
use to upgrade
stuff.
your
Yeah, nice.
equipment. So what else about the gym?
Going back to something you said earlier about the timing of going to the gym, I definitely think that if you go from like 8
Oh my god!
10,
8:10 in the
8
morning.
to 10, yeah, you are there with the people who are actually there to get a workout, whereas if you go later in the day or even in the early afternoon, it's a lot of people who are there for the social
Oh, absolutely.
part of it.
The early and late afternoon, like, whole block at the gym is packed. Even if you're just like not trying to socialize, or you know, just gonna go do your own thing, like almost every machine is taken the entire time. Dude, he got you. Oh my god! They're called necromorphs, I'm pretty sure. Is that right?
Mutant. Oh my god, he's running!
They're like crazy zombie demon aliens. And no, he's doing pretty good. See, his health bar is on his spine. And so he's pretty blue. No, he's dead. He's super dead. You're wasting precious ammo.
I don't know what's wrong with the machine right now.
It's you got to extend the 2 arms to repair the tram.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that? I already extended the other guy.
Yeah, it won't latch. The one is good, but this one won't.
Why? What's wrong with it?
You can just watch it. And okay, you're good. Oh no. You need to, once it's attached, you need to do something. I'm pretty sure you need
Stasis it and then run up there.
Probably, yeah. And then you need to recall the train, like up there, and then bring them in.
Manually attach. What's wrong with it?
It didn't work, I guess.
Ooh,
Recharge that thing.
Okay. Anywho, next thing. Question for you guys. How long do you guys go to the gym for? Kyle, I know that you don't go to the gym, or have never been to the Arc here, at least. Chris, I know you go, but you usually go with us. But if you were, like, to go on another time by yourself.
All the other times
Yeah.
I've been, it's like 45 minutes to, okay, depending on what I'm going to do, it's 45 minutes at the earliest and an hour and a half at the latest.
Okay. And how much of that time would you say, like, you're actually
Working out?
putting the workout?
Okay, so I normally do a minute break in between all of,
What's wrong with that?
Do you get water during that break?
no, I usually get water, so I'll do like a standard, just typical, this isn't the only thing that I do, but like a typical session is doing exercises in sets of 3, like 3 sets of 10 reps.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will do my rep of 10, have a minute break, minute to a minute and a half, do my set of a rep of 10, minute break, rep of 10, and then I'll go and get water and move to a different machine or a different lift or whatever, and then just keep doing that. So I get water like once after every lift, or a different type of lift, and then so actually like a rep or a set probably takes like maybe 30 seconds, and then a break is like a minute to a minute and a half. So I don't know what that is. That's like a quarter of the time plus transition. So maybe if I'm there for an hour, I'm actually physically lifting for 15 minutes,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah. Why?
Bridget and I go. We're usually together. We usually do our abs and...
Yeah, you guys never do machines or anything.
No.
Yeah, you guys don't ever lift. I've never seen you guys lift.
Actually, I lifted today.
Oh, I'm sure.
I
Okay,
did.
congrats.
I did.
Whatever.
Kyle, you motivated me to do so.
Oh, nice.
How did
Cool.
that happen?
Because the other day he was here on the floor doing his bicep curls.
Nice.
And so I was like, okay.
Dude, you told her one time. I've told her like 100 times. Here,
Hey,
Yeah,
there
you
we
always
go.
tell me to do
pull-ups?
pull-ups, and I just
Well, you can't.
do those.
No, I tell you to do like the assisted ones or whatever, because you can't do an actual pull-up.
I think I could do
You can't do one.
I don't.
I think I could do it.
I don't know.
We'll test it out next time.
Yeah, okay, Friday.
Anywho, but
When you get the computer
Bridget and I are
online,
usually at the
you'll
mats.
cram.
We usually have a good view of everybody that's
Faster the better.
going by. We're people watchers.
There's
Yep.
something crawling around.
Judging so hard.
Not judging, just observing.
Bridget's the honest one here. Bridget is telling truth.
Oh my gosh.
You're right.
It's like the worst way to do it. You gotta shoot him.
Anywho, so
chop
we're
that
on the
leg
floor.
off. Oh, he's a cripple.
And there'll be like the same guy walking over to the water station, whatever it is,
Yeah.
every like
2 minutes.
So
Back
maybe
and
he's
forth.
doing water after every set.
It's insane.
I mean, if he's working hard, you know, and just little sips. Just do a little sip. Can't be drinking a lot of water because then you're all weighed down and bloated and stuff. But yeah, I mean, you're just sipping.
yeah, it
Whatever.
just seems like excessive
Somebody in
to
here.
get up there.
And maybe
get water
he's
so
above you.
much.
He's above you. He's above you. Go underneath. Okay, so in case we didn't really do a background of the story here, so we'll do a quick segue into the background of the story because Bridget and Ariana are lost, and maybe some of you out there are lost, even though most of you are probably just listening to the audio. But if you're watching and you don't know what Dead Space is, it's a survival horror where you're an engineer repairman guy, and you're going. You and your crew of like 4 or whatever got called to this giant mining ship, and it's been stranded, and there was like a distress signal, and it's been non-responsive, and you don't know what's going on. But so you go to check it out, and then you get on board, and you realize there's these freaking dead, crazy zombie necromorph, scary things everywhere, and your ship crash lands. So you need to figure out how to either fix this ship or fix your ship. You need to get the heck out of here, while meanwhile dodging all these necromorph scary things and trying to get your crew to survive and everything. So that's what you're doing. You're on this giant planet cracker vessel, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. While these guys crawl out of the vents upside down with spike hands, and then they have their little crazy dog things that I always call dogs, even though they're nothing like a dog. And they're just terrifying.
Those are nasty.
Yeah, so this is what Dead Space is, and it's great. If you haven't played it, you absolutely should, because it's one of the best survival games of all time. It's very Resident Evil 4, if you liked that game. Anyways, so now you know what's going on with Isaac, our friend here, and this crazy game, but any last thoughts on
Yeah.
the gym?
A couple more things, actually.
Okay.
We'll make it quick. The pre-workout drink.
Oh,
What is it? and
Tim
why?
would be a fantastic resource on this one.
I think it's just like a lot of caffeine
But
and
I've got
stuff.
the door to the maintenance
There's
bay
a lot of chemicals in it. They vary depending on the powder in the mix. Like, there's ones that have caffeine, there's ones that don't. I'm not a chemist, so I'm not going to act like I know the other chemicals. But there's other things in it, and they basically just get your heart rate going hard and just get you pumped up to be ready to exert more energy and work harder for longer during your workout session in order to get more out of it. So you have a higher level of energy and your heart rate is going more, and it definitely gets you amped. I've never done it personally, but my entire football team was like doing it almost at one point in high school. Tim does it now. And
Is
we
it
see-
healthy?
It's definitely not healthy, but it's not. There's ones that aren't unhealthy, but it's absolutely not like good for you.
Looks like the door to the storage room is locked.
I just feel
There should be a key
guys take
somewhere
that
in the
stuff
maintenance
like
bay.
it's...
Yeah, Tim will take it and he'll sit here and wait for it to kick in, and like to the point where like once he starts shaking, he's like good to go.
Yeah,
and
then he knows
and
it's
then
That's
time ready.
not good.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is the room.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, so
Gosh, die.
you definitely get a little vibration going, a little energy going, and before you go to the gym, and so you're amped up on it. But it doesn't last a long time. I don't know the exact time frame, but like it's worn off by the time you're done working out, and you should have worked out harder so that your energy level is still depleted, but you got more out of it. So it's not like you take it and you're just jacked for the rest of the
Yeah.
day. It's not like that.
I don't know. It's just annoying to see like guys with the special cups and whatnot, and in class they'll start like
Okay,
shaking it.
but you also don't know if that's pre-workout or if that's like a protein
Protein
shake.
drink.
It could be a protein shake.
It's, I mean, wouldn't a shake need like the whey powder and whatnot? And those are like the pre-workouts, aren't they? Like the more of like the juicy kind of looking.
Yeah, but I mean, there's protein shakes that are pink and yellow and stuff. There's like different flavored ones, and there's also like protein ones that aren't dairy, so they're more liquidy.
Oh, okay.
They're more runny, look more like a juice, but they still could be. But yeah, most likely the protein shake is going to be white or brown because it's either vanilla or chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the staples.
Got
Can I
it.
pick stuff up
Yeah.
again?
X maybe while aiming at it, something like that. I don't remember all the
X
controls.
is
Did I?
shooting.
Okay, then Y, no, B, A,
Not A.
all the buttons.
A is reload.
Left trigger. Well, no, that's aim.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll come back.
Yeah, you'll figure it out later. Maybe you don't have it yet. Maybe you don't have it yet. Yeah, you just have stasis, right? You don't have the telekinesis.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get it soon.
What was that good? Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah, you got him. Oh, took him out. Chopped him off right at the knees. Pro tip from an experienced Dead Space player, aka you've played for more than 5 minutes, you know that if the ammo falls out of them, they're actually dead.
Oh, okay.
So you're good to go. Anyways. Alright, so any last comments on gym etiquette?
Deodorant, wear it, please. Men and women, if
Save
any
us
of you girls
all.
are
Save us
listening.
all.
There's been multiple times when I have not worn deodorant to the gym.
Yeah, I feel
Multiple
like
times.
wearing deodorant is just kind of like useless because you're all gonna go sweat anyways.
No,
No, that's
no.
antiperspirant. Like antiperspirant and deodorant are different things. You got to keep that in mind.
No, deodorant. Just, guys, just wear it. It's
So you smell
Even
good.
if you're
Yeah.
not going to the gym.
yeah.
Swear.
Because
Yeah, that's when I need to.
I've biked downwind from people not wearing deodorant.
Oh,
Not
that's
from-
gross.
Nice.
That's gross. Man, it's so crazy that just some people have really bad body odor and some people just don't. Like, I sat next to this one girl in my science fiction class,
Mhm.
and we were taking a midterm, and I was distracted the entire midterm. Actually, she was one seat in front of me, so she was a row down and just sitting right there. I was distracted the entire midterm because she smelled so bad. She smelled so bad. I felt bad. It's like she didn't have workout clothes on, you know, so she didn't just work out. So she just showed up, maybe bike into class, maybe just all day stank on her, and it was just bad. I mean, I felt bad for her, but I was also like very, very distracted.
Pretty poor execution on my part.
So, yeah, that's about all we have to say. So,
Okay, so next topic, and this will be girl related, but it is our topic, Kyle.
Yeah.
And it is on the flirting. How to, when to, why to, all of the different things. Hey, I mean, oh, you better run, boy. Let me get that leg, boy. But there's definitely multiple reasons why you'd flirt.
What if you like someone?
Okay, no, but see, I think right off the bat we can say there's times when probably more so guys don't like a girl but think she's hot and just want to do her, and
Wow.
so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
flirt
No,
in order to
absolutely.
get the pants off.
Absolutely.
I mean, the classic hit it and quit it, then hit B
Okay.
to exit.
Wow, thank you, Dad.
Gosh, pay attention to your rig HUD. Gosh.
Do you lose ammo in this game if you reload? Like if you have like a
No, you're good. You're good. But you do lose ammo when you miss,
Yep.
which
Kinda hard.
you're doing a fair amount of. How rattled are you right now, Kyle? Because there's been 3 times you've gotten vertical height off of the couch.
Slightly rattled.
Okay, but you haven't ever gone even into the yellow of health, so you're all right.
Some of the
I'm
babies.
very shocked that you have as much ammo as you do because you've been sending rounds downrange.
Yeah.
And with reckless abandon, and you have had no trouble.
Yeah, I
with
honestly
ammo
don't
yet.
know where my ammo is, man.
Well, you know you got at least 10. And let me tell you, I went
The
through.
noises.
I played this. I played this game on hard, so I was a little more ammo deprived. But there was many times when, if I had 7 bullets, I was rejoicing. Like
Wow,
going into
really?
a fight and I had 7 for my normal like plasma cutter pistol thing. I was like, "Let's go, game! You can't stop me. I have 7 bullets."
Wow, that's sad.
Yeah, and you've just been throwing them down.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so flirting. What's the proper etiquette from a girl's perspective? Because I think we like to have this. There's this idea that guys should kind of initiate and like kind of take the lead, which in today's world is just not fair. That's a double standard.
Absolutely.
I
Girls, I'd never, ever, ever take the initiative.
girls never.
They'll-
You're saying
they'll
girls
give-
never take the initiative?
That's what he just said.
I would not agree with that.
Give me an example or reasons why.
I've definitely taken the initiative back in high school. I mean,
Okay, but you were into a certain type of guy in high school.
what
was
type
like-
of, what
What does that mean?
What does that
Like
mean?
they're pretty like reserved and like non-super outgoing guys.
Is that you?
What? No, dude. No. She was into like the theater guys.
Oh, that's weird.
No! Oh, no. They were into me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's
This podcast isn't just to like talk about how awesome Areana is. Gosh.
I don't mean it like that, but no, I was in theater and I
Sure.
I didn't go for
Then you got to
those
go
guys.
from your node. Like you can go from either the capacity. No. Like you have to. Yeah. Like go in a chain. Like you have those 2 arrows, and you need to do.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So all the ones that you're doing, you can't do.
Okay.
There you go. But they were not like outgoing, like personable, like men.
No, I mean, but who is in high school?
A lot of people.
Really?
A lot of people. I feel like I feel like there had to have been at your school. Your school was gangster, straight hood. I watched the movie about it. Freedom Riders.
Freedom Riders.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, I went to Wilson High School, but it was nothing like Freedom Riders.
So you're telling me that movie's a lie?
No. I'm just saying that times
See
have
that
changed.
sweet execution right there?
Finish it.
Don't even touch me.
I'm gonna touch
But-
you later. Don't worry.
No, I mean, either way, it doesn't matter, right? I made an approach.
Yeah, but okay. Here we go. Did you initiate because they were not initiating?
Yeah.
Did you? Well, see, there we go. You were
You waited
tired of
for the
waiting.
guy.
You were expecting them to do the first move, and then you got sick and tired of waiting that they didn't because they're not that outgoing of a guy,
Yeah.
and you made the move.
True.
But there's a lot of girls who would never make that move. There's a lot of girls who would never make that move. They'd never bring it up. They would never bring up that they were interested into a guy.
That's
they would
true,
never
but
start
I'm
the flirting.
not
They'd
one
just
of
wait.
those to let that go.
I know, but you're
But
very
you
different in
are-
that.
yeah.
You're the minority in
Yeah.
that regard.
Absolutely.
Right, Bridget? That was a nod and a smile from Bridget. For the record, nod and smile. Bridget, have you ever taken the lead on a flirting scenario?
I am not.
See? Further support.
Yeah.
Kyle, have you taken the lead on a flirting scenario?
Almost every single one.
Every
actually.
Okay,
single time.
a girl
Every
likes
single time.
chivalry. Like,
I don't think
I-
chivalry has to do with you flirting
Oh
first.
my god!
It-
Dude, they're trying to corner you in the elevator, man. Chivalry... I don't know. Do you think that's chivalry? Like, flirting with a
Taking
girl?
the initiative. Like,
no, taking the initiative and taking the first step and like showing that you have interest. I would
I'd
say.
taking the first step and flirting are very different things. Like, you flirt to take the first. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice.
You,
Please
Thanks,
expand, Bridget.
You flirt to take the first step. You want to make sure that they are interested too. In order to take the step to like pursue the relationship.
Hey, you want to go on a
Okay,
date?
but
Yeah.
I'm thinking a lot of girls won't flirt even with the guy. They're scared to.
That's true. That's also just some girls, and that's also just some guys. Some guys don't know how to flirt.
that's yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I mean, there's girls who don't know how to flirt. There's guys who don't know how to flirt.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, that's a whole nother conversation because if you're getting a little feedback from the person that you're interested in, you could totally not know how to flirt, but you think like, and the other person might suck at flirting too, but you're just feeding off it because you both like each other and you both know.
Yeah.
And so you could be a total idiot, and they're gonna like it anyways because they are interested in you. They're gonna deal with subpar jokes and
Subpar jokes.
I mean, come on, we've all been in that position.
Yeah.
You know, you're interested in a girl,
100%.
and things are rolling, and maybe they're going well, and then you're feeding off the energy, and then all of a sudden you decide to say another joke that you probably forced.
Probably
Probably-
forced. Probably forced every single one.
Yeah, shouldn't have said it. It had a slight kernel of comedy to it, and maybe one of your best friends was gonna like it, but not the girl and the rest of the crowd that you're with or whatever. And
the girl thought it was the funniest thing
in
ever
the
been
world,
said.
yeah, the funniest thing you've said all night. Funniest thing you've said all night, even though you know for a fact
And then the
you were
next
being funny earlier.
the next joke is even funnier. Though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and she's not trying to be mean. She's like, oh, that was his weakest joke yet. But I've been laughing at all of them, like, oh, I like him. I gotta laugh.
I gotta laugh.
I gotta laugh. And now she's thinking about it a little bit, and so she overcompensates a little bit. She laughs maybe a little too hard, and then they got this whole little private mental battle going on between each other, even though they just both suck at what they're doing at the point in time.
You could define that as just high school, like everything you just said.
Yeah, that's high school. That's high school. I don't know. I cracked a few bad jokes when I was flirting with you from time to time.
For those of you who don't know, Chris and I are dating.
Wow,
Maybe.
Yeah, that's cool.
What?
I mean,
Tell the whole world.
Just
Well, I
brag
mean-
about it.
our private life isn't private.
Yeah, seriously.
Gosh.
You just
You don't hear Kyle and I talking about our relationship.
Yeah, apparently Kyle and Chris have a relationship.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
It's a friendship.
We live together.
That's a type of relationship, right?
Yeah.
Nothing
Absolutely.
more than
We
a
sleep
friendship.
together too.
No, we sleep in the same room.
Yeah. Jeez, Ariana.
Insinuating
Implying that
such
we're
things.
Homosexual.
Say
Wow,
that
this is unreal.
Once you say it.
What? Oh my gosh, this is unreal. I
Putting
can't
words
believe
in my
yeah.
mouth now. I don't think I like this.
Yeah, we're done.
Oh,
with,
look at that guy. What is he doing?
That was kind of a funny run animation.
Yeah,
he
it
was
was.
like jogging. He was jogging
See
away.
ya.
Yeah,
What kind of jokes do
Hey,
you
look
think
at
we
you.
are?
Oh, what are you doing, dude?
he's getting in that freaking
Oh,
bed,
I don't
dude.
want
He
you to
wants
do that. I don't want you to
to.
do that.
Oh, too late. He
Oh,
did
I
it.
got you in the arm there.
Oh, That's time number 4, Kyle.
I wish people could see.
Oh, that's pretty great. It's so creepy. The hands.
Oh,
come
there's
out
a
of
guy
the stomach.
behind me!
You're getting flanked right now. Oh, he's in the yellow. Oh, he's gonna be in the red.
Hit the X button.
Here's Kyle's famous breathing, rapid fire breathing when he's stressed, dude.
Fuck all
Because
of
he
you.
stasis them with his slow motion power thing. You literally just punched his head off. That's pretty great.
I'm better.
I am Batman. Dude, you skimmed the yellow and the red for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I had to remember what the heal button was.
X.
Yeah.
Nice and easy. It's much better than Resident Evil 4. You had to go into your menu to heal, dude.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty rough.
All right.
Oh well.
So, on the topic of flirting, what would you say are like telltale signs of when you know someone is flirting with you?
Girls, seeing as how you're usually the
Targets.
target and the initiated, not the initiator.
When a guy gives you like separate attention than other
Really?
people, yeah.
That's
A
not
girl
what I
loves
was
when
gonna
that
guess.
That's not what I
happens.
was thinking at all.
Like if you focus your attention on like a girl and you're more focused on what she's saying and like want to know more about what she's doing instead of talking with other.
So you're
Wow,
talking.
then
This
that means
isn't
I'm flirting with every girl I call it.
No, okay.
So this is in like a group setting. Is that what you're talking about? Or
Just okay, like on a regular like. This would be like you're flirting with them, like trying to get their number, trying to date them, and you're just whenever you're around them, you're maybe setting that time aside to talk to them instead of like talking with everybody else. You know, like you want to talk with them. Does that make sense?
There's a little more attention put on.
yeah, I get what you're saying,
And a girl notices that.
but I also see what Kyle's saying about like you're in a giant group situation. You know, you're gonna single people out to talk and stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and that's true. But what it is when you're doing it consistently with the same
Okay.
girl,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
Yeah, that's the thing. Definitely. What were you gonna say, Kyle? Because you were surprised when they said specific attention.
The
Like,
good old eyeball catch.
the eyeball catch. What is the eyeball catch?
When you're just like in a giant group setting and you're looking around and all of a sudden you get that really awkward like you just stay like you catch eyes with somebody and it's not awkward the first time or the second time, but when it happens like multiple times on multiple occasions, then you're like, all right, she's into me.
Okay, see, I've never
Whoa.
thought that. Oh, you saw that. You saw that tail.
What is this giant black?
That's a screen.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
hey, what's up,
dog,
dude?
dog man.
Oh, I hate you jump.
But
No.
he's getting close.
Oh, I don't have stasis. Go, stomp him.
Stomp. But whenever I make, and I've done this, and this might sound bad, but this is not a bad thing at all. I literally do it because I'm curious, because the TV shows and movies and stuff like talk about the eyeball contact,
Yeah.
and like make it a thing. And I've heard Ariana's roommates talk about eye contact before, and so like I test it out, I try it, and I get just weirded out.
What? What are you
No,
talking about?
like,
When are
if
you
I-
trying
if-
this?
Try it out.
No, like if I see someone looking at me, like if I'm scanning around the room, because I'm always scanning around the lecture hall
Yeah.
and stuff, you know, like I'm people watching. If I see somebody staring at my eye contact, then I go, why were they just looking at me? And then I give it a few seconds.
Oh, go.
I give it a couple minutes, and then if I look back, you know, and now I'm just playing this game. Like, are they looking at me beforehand, or am I looking at them? Like, what's going on right now? I mean, who's looking at who? Why is she staring at me? Why am I staring at her? Who else is staring at me right now? And I just think it's because like people are judging. And like if I feel like somebody's looking at me, it's like they're just because of a shirt I'm wearing, or like way I'm fidgeting around in my chair, because I fidget a lot. You know, or like I'm on my phone or something. I don't ever think a flirty thing. And I don't ever get a flirty vibe. I always just get like a creep vibe.
Really?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to run away from this guy or something?
I
don't know,
would
dude, play
say
your
that
game.
the girl is probably thinking that you are flirting with her.
Yeah.
And I would say also, what the heck? It doesn't even have legs.
No, yeah, it's just... It's a dog.
It's not a dog. Dogs are cute.
Doge. Zombie Doge.
Oh, reload.
Discriminating.
What the hell is happening down there?
Yeah, no, I always just like, if she thinks I'm flirting with her, then she's out of her mind, because I'm sitting there with resting bitch face. And like, literally
It's the
just...
thing, guys.
Oh,
Okay?
absolutely. I have it. No, wait, I guess it wouldn't be resting bitch face, it'd be like resting douche face.
No, they have a
Resting
name for it.
jerk face.
Resting asshole face, I think.
Oh, that's for sure what I have.
think
When I'm
that's
just sitting like daydreaming or like pondering at things and just like not paying attention, I look so mean. I look so mad.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
you
I
do.
have the worst.
I look so mad. And so that's what I'm thinking the girl is like looking at me like oh, he's just staring me down, because I'm not smiling at a
No,
girl.
because
I
I'm
never
like-
make eye contact and then smile. I just make eye contact and then just like try to see what happens.
Then why would she like continually like look at you? She's like,
I would
"Oh,
feel
okay."
so uncomfortable if I made eye contact with the girl and then like smiled at her. Because I just instantly think like I'm turning her
I'm just like,
so off.
why are you like continually looking at each other?
Because I'm just so curious about the
See,
situation.
and I think that's the case for some situations. Maybe it's not even you, like the guy's trying to flirt with her, you know? Like, aside from
Yeah.
yours where you're just a creep and staring at girls. I would
That's not what I
say,
mean.
like, for other guys, it's like you just make that awkward contact and then you just continuously just keep going at it, and then it's just weird, and then
Yeah.
one of you is probably thinking like, ah, she probably thought I was cute. He probably thought I was cute. You should come.
I've
talk
always
to me."
wondered that's so interesting of a thing to think about. If like how many times someone you've been around or interacted with has like been into you or thought you were cute or something, and you'd never know.
Yeah.
You just never know. Hypothetical. It's weird. But Kyle, have you upgraded your suit at all?
Nope.
What, isn't there like a station right around here to show us a little upgrade system
I
action before
upgraded
we
my gun.
finish? But the suit is awesome. When you upgrade your suit.
Does it change?
Yeah.
Like, and you can see it change? That's
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely. But maybe
Oh,
we're not
Zach
gonna be
heard
able to get
something.
it here.
I think I heard something.
Where are
Run
you trying to go?
This elevator. Safety.
I thought there was like a. Oh, you can click your little nav button. This is dope. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize this until.
Yeah, and it shoots a little light.
No, but then you can scroll through what you want it to point to, and you can have
Interesting.
You can have it point to like an upgrade place, and it'll change the color of your line. I didn't even realize that until the second game. So, but anyways, looks like we're not going to get to see an upgrade today in Dead Space. But hope you all enjoyed this podcast with Areana and Bridget and a little girl insight on gym etiquette and flirting things and what not to do when you're staring at someone in class. And also just Dead Space, because it's fantastic and you need to play it.
It's a little scary.
Yeah, Kyle, how scared are you?
Mildly.
Yeah, and
But
then
like
you have
spooked. I get spooked.
yeah, well, and you have three of us with you and the lights are on.
Yeah, I got a little sweat going. It's okay.
You got the gamer sweat? Yeah. Oh, there's the upgrade thing right there. Jump in that real quick.
Store?
Yeah, jump in that. So you this is pretty dope. So you get in there, maybe you don't have enough money. Oh, you totally have enough money. Go to level 2 suit. Down 4. And freaking buy that thing. Yes, because it's the first upgrade you want anyways. And then you go into this thing, you're like, huh, what? I'm an engineer, but I've never seen one of these things before, but I'm just going to trust
just
my
gonna
life.
get into it?
Yep, just going to jump into this trapdoor, and then giant beam of light happens. I don't know, that's also scary. And then all of a sudden you have
Boom!
a cooler suit. You're
That's
ready,
cool.
ready to rock more, and you get an extra health bar.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like it.
pretty dope. This game's awesome, so check it out. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back again next week, and we look forward to seeing you there. So thanks for listening.
Bye bye.
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 ひまわりのように咲き